Hey, what's up, guys? It's John Belcher here. If you're tuning in, please drop your name and the state that you're tuning in from. I'm gonna get started here on this live broadcast in a couple minutes. I'm just gonna allow some more people to get on and stuff like that. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Right over there. I don't have to hold this. Just put that right here. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I have to get one of my like fishbowl cups here, right? I like to drink juice out of this thing. But yeah, like I was saying, what I'm gonna tell you in this video is how it all started, right? Like how I made my first sale online, right? Now some of you do know that like when I was 19 years old, that was the first time somebody invited me to a home meeting to see what network marketing was about, right? And from there, I fell in love with the concept, right? I fell in love with the concept of network marketing when I went to my first home meeting out in Long Island, New York. It was a cousin of mine who actually invited me to the meeting. He said, bro, man, you got to check this out. And when they did the presentation, they had like a whiteboard in the living room and stuff like this, a very nice family. And, you know, they were making a lot of money and stuff, but they were in a company where you literally needed to have thousands of people on your team in order to see a significant income, right? So imagine being in a business where you need thousands of people on your team to really see thousands of dollars a month. So that's how that business was. But the model of the business made sense to me, right? The model of, you know, a team helping each other to grow and leveraging each other's work to help a vision or a common goal to come true made a lot of sense to me. Not only that, this was the first time I ever learned about residual income. When I went to that first meeting, if you don't know what residual income is, it's basically income that you get paid over and over from when you do the work just one time. So what that means is that if you make a sale just one time, you get paid over and over again on that one sale you made. And that's the beauty of residual income. Like musicians earn this, right? Like, you know, people who have royalties and stuff, they earn residual income and stuff. And as you go on, it's like a snowball effect where it grows. So that was my first introduction into this whole network marketing thing. But that first business I was struggling in, right? I wasn't getting results. So because I wasn't getting results right away like I expected, you know, I was brand new to the market. But what I did was one night I said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of not getting the results in this company. You know, I was going to the hotel meetings and stuff like that, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So I wanted to be like a little different from everybody else, right? I wanted to find a way to build a team much faster using some different strategies. So what I did was a smart thing, right? I said, let me go on YouTube or Google, right? Because they would know more than me. And I started doing research, right? I started doing research on better strategies on how to, like, you know, how to recruit, right? And how to refer people in business and how to build a team and stuff like this, because this is a real profession, right? A lot of people want to look at it like it's a joke, but it's a real profession that require real skills. So I knew that. So I went online, started doing research. Next thing you know, I run into this like opportunity where, like, you know, they actually trained their members on what to do to have success online though, right? You got to get that. That's the biggest difference. Before, what I was doing was offline marketing stuff, right? You had to go to Starbucks, McDonald's, stuff like that, meet up with people in the mall, random people, and start talking about their business. So when I got online, it was like a big new world to me that was so much better. It just made so much more sense to me. I was like, wow, if I could position my business online where like a lot of people can see me, I can possibly make a lot more money. And I knew that. So when I saw this company online that was basically going to teach and train on how to do that and how to market online to get your message out, to promote your business and stuff like that, I got started right away. And the crazy part was I didn't even hit up my sponsor before getting started. I didn't even see what he was like. I didn't even say hi to him, nothing. I just pulled out the credit card. I think it was about $25. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, look, I'm broke anyway, right? I'm in a situation that I don't like anyway. It's either I'm just going to lose $25 to learn something new to change my life, or I'm just going to lose $25 because I'm broke anyway. I'm in a situation I don't like, right? So I looked at it like that. So it wasn't really a big problem for me to invest the $25. I did it with no problem. Didn't even research the sponsor. God, God is good, because what happened was, after I actually invested that $25, I found my sponsor online. It was a guy by the name of Paul, right? And he's from the United Kingdom. And I said, hey, Paul, I just started on your team. I just got started on your team, man, with this online business. How does this thing work? That's basically how I hit him up. And good thing Paul was a helpful guy. So Paul told me straight up, Paul was like, look, man, you got to do this, this, whatever. He told me the rundown on what I got to do. And what he told me was, man, you got to do videos. That's what he said. He said, do videos, man, do videos consistently. And he also taught me search engine optimization, right? And online business search engine optimization is basically the ability to rank your video or your blog post to the top of YouTube or Google for a certain keyword. That's what search engine optimization is. So that's what he basically told me about. He told me about search engine optimization. He told me about making videos and why they were so powerful for my business. So what I did was I just ran with what this guy told me, because I was like, yo, Paul, you've been in this business longer than me, man. You know more about this online world, about this whole thing. So I'm going to listen to you, right? So that's what I did. Paul told me to do videos. I got up every morning. Every afternoon, I got up in the morning and I went and did videos. I just started doing videos. Was I a pro? Did I know everything about the business? No, I didn't. But here's what I did know. I knew I was in a situation that I wanted to get out of. I knew that there was value in the business that I was in. And I also knew what my vision was and how the value in the business that I was in can help other people, right? So the very first step is having product knowledge of what it is that you're selling, or whatever it is business that you're in. Because if you don't have product knowledge of the business that you're in, you can't tell other people about the benefits. You can't share the benefits and all the good stuff with the other people. And that's a very, very important part to making sales online, is knowing how to share the benefits, knowing how to tell people, like, look, this is how this can help you. This is how this can change your life. This is how this can improve your situation. That's what you got to be able to do. So all I had was a sponsor who told me, like, look, do this. I ran with it and I started doing videos, and all I started doing was just basically telling people on camera, like, look, man, I just got started in this business. Here's why I just got started in this business. Here's why I feel like it's going to change my life and it's going to change your life as well. I've only been in for a couple days, but I got some leads. You can check it out. My first video, right? I just started talking. I didn't complicate it. I just started telling people, look, this is what I'm doing, right? And I had $0 at the time of me making videos. $0. I didn't make any sale yet. I had no proof of anything. All I had was a vision, a message, and a business opportunity. I'm gonna say it again. All I did to have my first sale was I had a vision, a message, and a business opportunity. A vision, a message, a business opportunity. I used the message to express my message on YouTube, right? I started doing YouTube videos. YouTube is the third highest trafficked website online, right? The third highest trafficked website online. So what the YouTube video allowed me was a place to start building on a foundation. It allowed me a place to get attention, right? Remember I told you got to get attention in business if you're trying to make sales, right? If anything, marketing is like the key thing, a major component to any type of business. You got to be seen. You got to get attention from a targeted audience of people, because if you're not, it's hard to have constant clients and prospects interested in what you're talking about. So what I did was I just started taking action on what Paul told me, right? I didn't even second guess it. What's up, guys? To continue, the guys who are on the video right now, thanks for tuning in and stuff like that. Hope you guys are having an awesome afternoon. But yeah, that's what I did. I started just doing all these YouTube videos, and did results happen right away? No. The first 2 months straight, all I did was listen to my sponsor. He told me do this, do that. I was just doing it every day. I wasn't even asking him, and I'll hit him up every, once a week, like, hey man, this is what's going on. Here's my update. And I was like getting close with him, and he was telling me, look man, just keep doing this, keep at it, keep taking action. That's all he kept telling me. And the first 2 months, it was like I was just listening to audios every night. I was just really feeding my brain, because I knew that this was like a new business. So I needed to learn as much as possible in a short amount of time. And I knew that. So I was just every night I was feeding my brain, right? Reading like 15 to 20 minutes of a book daily, right? Just learning, trying to learn all this stuff. In the process of me learning a lot, I was also unlearning a lot, right? So what does that mean? A lot of times when we're going on with our everyday life, we take up these habits, right? And these habits aren't necessarily always beneficial to us, to where we want to be in life. It's not always beneficial to what our vision is, but we have these habits and we don't realize how it's not helping us. It's not changing things. It's not improving things. So when I started learning and opened up myself to be receptive to the marketplace and be receptive to the value and the education they had here, what happened was I started unlearning and unprogramming my mind from the lack mindset, and I started to gain what's called an abundance mindset. This is why getting access to self-development and training to personally develop yourself is so important, right? Because the only way to realize that you're limitless is to acquire a abundance mindset, right? But what I had before was the lack mindset, because I was going through the everyday motions of life, going to work, going to school, just like everybody else. So when I got into this business, I started like listening to training, watching successful people. So I started unlearning. It took me time to unlearn a lot of stuff. And what happened was I started to believe in myself, right? I started believing in the business even more. So start taking more action. Remember, 0 results, taking action every day, doing a video every day, not making any sale yet for 2 to 3 months. No sale. No sale. It took me 3 weeks to get my first lead. 3 weeks to get my first lead. Then this week comes. This week comes out of nowhere, right? This week comes. I get like my first sale at the beginning of the week. By the end of that week, I had 8 sales, guys. 8 sales. I went from getting no sales 2 months straight. One day comes, all of the work I was doing for the 2 months was compounded, right? It actually paid off, right? So by the time that week came, when it all paid off, I got 8 sales in 1 week. Then it started coming in. Like what I did different in my video was, at that time I told people, call me. I put my number in the description of the video. I was like, call me if you want to learn more about the opportunity. We could talk about it. And people were calling me, and I was closing sales, just talking to them, telling them about the business. That's all I was doing. Like, look, this is what it is. This is why the products, you need them. Here's what the business is. Here's how long the business has been around. Here's why I know the business is credible. And I was just talking to people. That's all I was doing, was connecting and talking to people, closing sales. That 1 week, got 8 sales. Then I kept going, kept getting consistent sales. I'm like, yo, wow, this thing really works. Like, wow. So I had to hit my sponsor up, like, man, I'm so excited, man. I'm getting sales and stuff. He's like, John, I told you, man. Next thing you know, he hit me up out of nowhere one morning. He's like, yo, John. He's like, bro, you got to check out the leaderboards of this company, man. You're on the leaderboards, bro. You're in the top 200 of the entire company. He's like, you're in the top 200 of the entire company. At the time, the company had about 200,000 people. I was in the top 200 off of the sales I made. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, wow, you know, like, how did this happen? How did I go from struggling weeks ago offline, not making a dime in this business, to fast forward a couple months later, or a couple, like, you know, months later, to now it's like I'm getting sales, right? I'm making money online. I can honestly say I've made money online now, right? So what happened there? What happened there? Number one, I listened to my sponsor. The reason why I listened to my sponsor is because he was in the game longer than me. He knew more than I did. So it's smart to listen to people who are in a game having success longer than you are, because if you listen to them, you're going to get similar results. So I listened to him. I didn't question him. He was nice enough, kind enough to give me the training, give me the details. I followed through. That's all I did. Followed through consistently. And then, you know, next thing you know, I started getting more sales than my sponsor. I started getting more sales than my sponsor. That's what started happening. I started having more success than my sponsor, right? So, but I kept listening to my sponsor, because even though I was getting these sales, I knew that knowledge-wise, he still knew a lot. So I still was plugging in with him, talking with him. Then what I started doing was, next thing you know, I start going to the events, and everybody's going up to me like, hey, John, man, we want to interview you, man. You're having a lot of success. And I'm like, whoa, like, wow, this thing is real. You know, like all these people, I've seen thousands of people at this event, you know, and they're coming up to me, hey, John, how did you do it, man? How you making these sales? And I tell people like, look, man, I just daily consistent action. Like, you know, I just had a strategy, a plan, and I took action on it. I didn't really make it too complicated. My sponsor told me, do this, do that. And I did it, and I followed through. And that's why I got results. So, And that was the crazy part, and that set the foundation. The other day I spoke about making your first sale and how to go from, you know, working at a 9-to-5 job to making money online full time, right? And one of the things I said, I'm gonna ignore that phone call. One of the things that I said was that most people in this business, they don't get to the success they deserve because they're not able to get past the building phase, right? The building phase is oftentimes the hardest part, right? Now it's easier than ever for me to make money now in this business because Like, you know, I'm still building, but I know a lot now. I have a lot more knowledge and skills that I gained over the 4 years. So it's not hard. Like, it's not like I don't have to guess when I'm going to make another sale. I know sales are going to come because of my skill sets in the profession. So, but at the time, right, I wasn't getting sales like this at all, right? At that time, back then, even when I was getting results, getting 8 sales a week, nothing like how it is now. And so when you look at it, like, most people just can't get past the building phase, right? And I say the building phase is like just simply like taking action. Somebody is hitting me up. I don't know why right now. I'm in a live video. Taking action daily. That's all it was, right? I had to devise a little strategy. That's what it was. My sponsor gave me a strategy and I ran with that strategy, right? And that strategy turned out to be my foundation to this whole business being built. And the thing is, like, and then I had somebody just said, no, everybody wants to see income first. That's false. That's false. That's your limiting belief. It's a limiting belief. That's not true at all. People will join you without even making income. You know why? For your vision. That's not true at all. People join you for your vision. I don't even talk about my income. If you really want to know, I don't even talk about my income. Still make money. So that's false. That's not true. It's a limiting belief. So basically, when you get self-development and you get personal development, sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to rest this phone. When you get personal development and you get self-development, those limiting beliefs start to go out the window and you start acquiring the abundant mindset, like I said. So you stop thinking, oh, I can't do this because of that. No, you can do this. You don't have to wait till that happens. Oh, I can't do a video because I haven't made a sale. No, you can do a video. You're not going to make a sale until you do a video. Oh, I can't do a Facebook post about my business until I had success. No, you can do a Facebook post before you have success. Otherwise, you probably won't have success if you never start doing a Facebook post. So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to be great, you got to start from somewhere. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, right? That makes sense. If there is nobody on this earth that became great at something by not actually doing it, right? And there's nobody on this earth that became a pro by not actually first not knowing how to be a pro at first. So, right? Most people do believe that, oh, I gotta have proof. I gotta have made money. That's why I'm not making sales. No, you're not making sales because you're not speaking about your vision. You're not speaking about your message. You're not sharing your story. You're not telling people how your business can benefit them. You're not telling people how your business can potentially change their life, what your vision is for the future. That's why you're not making sales. People don't buy what you do. People buy why you do it, right? People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Why is this person in business? What is the reason for me joining them? What are we headed for? That's what people want to know. To be honest with you, they don't need to see. I mean, yeah, does that help after a certain point? Yes. When you make sales and stuff and you building up your credibility and you're getting results, does that help you make more sales eventually? Of course, it helps you make more sales. Why? Because you're gaining what's called credibility. Credibility, meaning that, look, you trust this person.